Raindrops keep falling on my head. And just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops keep falling on my head. They keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun. And I said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping on the job. Those raindrops keep falling on my head. They keep falling. But here's one thing I know. Those blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps in to greet me. Ah, y'all remember that song? Good morning, good afternoon. I just thought I'd sing something that was a little lighthearted. Listen, y'all, don't make this a really bad day. Look, I know it's difficult, okay? And I'm addressing a few of y'all who have hit me up on my email and saying just how, um, you know, how you just feel through that Donald Trump is getting a second chance to do away with us. Because that's pretty much what it sounds like. And it's at the point where whether you're black, white, it doesn't really matter. Poor white, that's why it's really sad that poor whites think that they're better than, blacks. Because you would think that we could all get together and defeat this elite class. But I don't think that's possible. And so you have to learn to live within the parameters of it, right? So a lot of people are very, very upset. A lot of them feel like they're losing their mind, can't breathe. And I'm just sharing some of their stories. And the only thing I can say is God, or whatever you deem as a higher power or creator or force, is your president. No man or no woman humanly possible on this earth can determine really your fate. Your parents gave you life, and good or bad, that's up to God or God force or whatever you think. Your best bet is to keep on living till you die. The best way is to keep your mind above the fray. Because from a bird's eye view, can y'all imagine what the birds are thinking about our crazy asses this morning? They like, ooh, those human animals, they is really some wow, because boy, they wild. And they would be right too, because we a wild bunch. We hate just for the sake of hating. We always want to other somebody. And that's for black people too, because black people like to other homosexual people. Everybody is othered. And all this division, y'all know who the master of it is. Because see, really God is not the author of confusion. And all God required, and all he wanted, all the universe wanted is for us to be grateful and to love one another. And not to divide and conquer one another. So everybody dumps on somebody. I believe John Travolta said that in that movie. He said everybody dumps on somebody. Right. Black people, the white people dump on the black people. The black people dump on, like I said, the gay people. Um, the gay people dump on, it's a continuous divide and conquer behavior. But what I'm here to say again today, and I hope, and I don't have all the answers, like I always say, I don't want to come off as arrogant. What I really want to say is that we all got to cross the bear. Unless we get rounded up and taken someplace, and even then, God is going to determine whether we live or die. So, with that being said, don't be depressed. Don't be so depressed that Donald Trump has won that you're going to just send yourself into a depression frenzy. You might be sad for, you might have to dust your wig off. You may have to go somewhere for a few days. You know, um, you know, and that's important. That's important. I try to, and this might sound bad to some of y'all, but I gotta be honest. I want to go to places where I meet, different. I don't know if I'm going to be um, in places like Gambia or Costa Rica because there's too many American white people that's there. And I don't mean that in no other way but this. I know you've been poisoned because if you come from the same place I come from, you had to have been poisoned, and it's not your fault, but it is what it is. So I try to go to places that don't have a lot of white American or, um, let's see, South African. Those are the same. They're racist type of people. But there are some people that are white that are, that don't seem to want to or don't have that genetic makeup like that, where you can have a conversation. If you see them, I ain't saying you're going to invite them to your birthday party or nothing like that, but if you do, you don't have to worry about too much, where they stand. There's a few countries like that. So I try to go to the places where if there are going to be those type of, Europeans, they're not the kind that are like American white people, because they are infiltrated. They have been poisoned by the racist seed as well. And I don't want to go to countries that's got just too much self-hatred or too much black corruption to the point where you're running away from racism from America, and then you get someplace and find out that the Chinese are oppressing a certain population, and you got black people acting like Stephen Fletcher to please the Chinese. Well, there's no difference, right? So that's why I say you really have to examine the country, and if you have to get away, like I'm going to do, and it may be just temporary, and that's okay. But get away and get a break from all this madness, and then I guarantee you can, reset your batteries, because it's been a lot. We've been through a lot, and we had a 4-year reprieve from the madness, and then when the dude started running for president again, hit madness came right back, and then for the last year and a half, we had to listen to this fucking crazy madness that certain people. That go to show you, a lot of us don't think like that. Who can put up with that? And who can hate somebody every single day and be fine with their life? Anyway, the puppet master picked the right person to use. The narcissistic, low-life, sexual assaulter, twice impeached, convicted felon by the name of Donald Trump. So white supremacy couldn't have had a better representation. But then you got these other people that, like I said, every time I think about them, that's why I need a break. Like Steve Bannon and Steve Miller, those guys, those dead looking just demagogues. The synagogue of Satan. And all I can say to myself is every time I think about them is, you are of your father the devil. And from the lust of your fathers you will do. You was a liar. Let me stop. Anyway, don't be too depressed, y'all. For real. That's my whole point. Don't be so depressed about it. It's over. It's done. We don't got to deal with this crazy until January. Okay? We don't got to deal with it until then. But Joe Biden should appoint Kamala Harris president, an interim president for the next 3 months and do something. I mean, I'm just thinking. And put Donald Trump in jail. Can you use an executive order for that? It will be well served. But white supremacy is on the menu. It always has been. It always will be. And the handmaiden's tale is alive in America. Okay. If you like what you hear, keep your head up. I know that was doomed, but keep your head up. You got to push. This ain't shit compared to what our ancestors went through. Now it's just a mental. They had the physical and the mental. Okay? So, with that being said, y'all tell me what y'all think. And how, are you, managing? Are you doing okay? If not, let's talk about it. I'll see you in the next video.